Hi, in this video I will tell you how to find the best business idea or the next big idea which can disrupt the market. So without wasting the time, let's check out how you can find the best business ideas. So the first point is solve the problem. So I have seen that there are many people who keeps on asking that how can we start the big business idea, how can we start a good business idea, or which is the right business idea by which they can become the millionaire or a billionaire, or sometimes people ask that which business idea has a great scope in the market, or similar kind of questions. They even try to look on the internet by searching something like best business ideas, or 21 best business ideas, or business ideas for the USA, or the best business ideas for the UK, or the best business ideas for the India, right? But I think this is not the right way of finding the best business idea. The best way is look around yourself, okay, and find a problem which is making trouble for a lot of people. For example, look around yourself, look towards the roads, look towards the electricity, look towards the comfort level of the people, look towards the clothing of the people, and try to understand that what is that one particular problem which people are suffering and they want to resolve it. And the main thing is you also need to figure it out that whether people are ready to pay that money, ready to pay the money to solve that problem. For example, everyone is frustrated from the poverty, right? No one wants that people remain poor. But if you will try to make a business idea which is like removing the poverty, then you cannot make the money from that particular business, because such kind of things looks better with the NGO, but you cannot make the money out of it. So you always need to figure out the problems for which people are ready to pay. For example, like let's talk about the corona, right? So people are suffering from the corona, so one business idea can be creating a medicine for the for the corona, or the COVID-19, so that it can cure the people. Or you can say something like you can solve the problem of energy, or you can say electricity, you can provide the cheap electricity to people. Or you can, like, everyone is like looking for the renewable sources of energy, so you can look towards that yeah, people are trying to figure out that how they can make the cheaper renewable energies. So look towards such kind of problems. And one more thing, never solve those problems which haven't affected you directly or your loved ones. For example, if either you or if neither you or nor your family member or friend or relative have ever been get diagnosed from the cancer, then never try to work for the cancer disease, or never try to make a medicine for cancer. If the condition is there that if you are here I am only talking about that you are starting as a startup, not you are not already established as a business. So if you are working as a startup, then only solve those problems which has directly affected you. Like I was talking about the cancer. So if no one has ever been get ill or due to cancer, or get caught due to the cancer, then it is not a good idea that you work for cancer disease, or trying to make the medicine for the cancer. But yeah, if somebody has ever got the cancer, or having some other problem, then you can work for that. Because in business, not only analytics makes a good business, you always need the emotions for the hard times, because in every business up and downs come, okay? And when the down part of the business comes, then those emotions help you in remaining into the business. So if you are not directly affected to any particular problem, or your relatives are not particularly affected from that problem, then don't try to solve that particular problem. Only solve those problems and make the business only in those problems where you have been directly affected. So that because if you will do your business in this way, then the chances of your success will increase. Now the next point is market gap. Okay, so what is market gap? Well, market gap is, you can understand it, see, every business is about demand and supply. Okay, so if there is a gap between demand and supply, for example, if there are total customer of 100, okay, and a particular company, let's say A, is providing a particular product to only 50 people. Okay, so the demand is so total demand is 100 and supply is only 50, so there is a market gap of 50. So if there is a gap into that particular field, then it is a very good idea to start that business in that particular field. If you cannot see any gap into the market, then it is not a good idea to start such business where market gaps are very shallow or like very minimal, because in such things your margins will be very less and you won't be able to make much profit. And if you are not making much profit, then probably you won't be able to survive for the longer period of the time. And I think you should always look for the businesses where you can at least survive for like 5 to 10 years, then only you can make a good money. So always look for the gap, whether you can like capture the market gap and can make your good grip into the market. If you can do that, then that is a good idea, otherwise it is not a good idea. Now the next point is resources. Here by resources I mean resources can be anything, like it can be money, it can be like office space, it can be knowledge, it can be work power, because everything is a resource. Okay, so whenever you are starting a business, then always first like calculate whether you can arrange the resources for that particular business or not. For example, let's say I want to start a business in blockchain. Okay, and but I'm a student of like you can say accounts, and I don't know anyone who is like related to blockchain, and I have never been affected due to blockchain and never showed any interest in the past with the blockchain. And I don't even have the money to hire the people who know about the blockchain. Okay, and suddenly just because that blockchain is everywhere into the market or in the newspaper that blockchain is a future industry, then it is not a good idea that I start a business in blockchain industry, because I do not have the resources nor I can arrange the resources. If I am having at least one of the resources, then I can think of it that yeah, I can like make a business in blockchain also. But if you think that you cannot make or arrange the resources, then try to like avoid that business idea, because it is not a good idea to start those businesses where you are not having the good knowledge and neither you can arrange the resources. So always look for the businesses where you can like arrange the resources or you already have the resources. Now the next point is love versus like. So what do I mean by this is, for example, you are having two businesses. Okay, let's say one is of like making ball pen. Okay, and the second one is of like manufacturing of pencil. So let's say you are having these two ideas and you have to like take the reviews from your known ones or like from the audience. Then you need to like make a graph between love versus like. Okay, do the love versus like separately for both the products. So you need to figure out, so let's say for example the total customer is 100. Okay, then figure out how many people love to have a pen. Okay, and how out of 100, and how many of them out of 100, how many like to have pen. Okay, so let's take an example that in case of pen, 25 people love to have the pen, and 70 people are like okay, we can think of it, and okay, I like it. And if I talk about like pencil, then let's say in pencil 50 people are saying yes, that I love the pen to have a pencil, and rest 50 people are even saying that we hate to have the pencil. Okay, so in this case the love ratio of pencil is almost double of the pen, because only 25 people were loving the pen and 50 people are loving the pencil out of 100. Okay, and in case of liking, 75 people are liking the pen and no one is liking the pencil. So what do you think, which one you should start, the pen business or the pencil business? I don't know what you have chosen, but it is the right idea to start a pencil business in this case, because when people only like the product, then usually they don't invest the money. Okay, so in case of like pencil, 50 people are like loving the product. Okay, and in case of pen, only 25 people are like loving the pen. So in you can easily sense that there is a bigger market of loving the pencil. So in such situation, you should start a business of pencil manufacturing instead of manufacturing a ball pen. So I think it has given a fair idea about like how to find a best business idea for you. And if you want to learn more about how to make a business idea or how to find a best business idea, then you can visit our website businessalligators.com. And if you are having doubt regarding any of the points which I have mentioned, then you can comment below on the video and ask your questions. I will try to like answer them, or maybe I will try to make another video on your points, or you can even read the articles on the internet, or on the businessalligators.com. And by the way, this video is sponsored by Sirapo Interiors and Exhibition. And if you like the video, then you can like it, subscribe it, or whatever you call it. You can comment it, and we'll meet you tomorrow. Bye bye.